What's baby? What's going on, you lot? Yeah, myself Ray, yeah, back again with another one, Rude Boy, yeah. Following on from doing up New Zealand, yeah, we're gonna go and explore a little bit more into some. I know I've done quite a lot of Maori stuff in it, but this is a Maori documentary in it, yeah. Meet the Maori in it, yeah, the people of New Zealand in it, yeah. Gonna actually dive in a little bit deeper now, you see me in it, yeah. Just following on from that last video. So boom, we're gonna get it, baby. We ain't gonna waste no time. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Yeah? You know, like that, you have to subscribe. Can't even just subscribe. You have to subscribe. Yeah? Bust the like button, bust the subscribe thing, join the gang, join the fan. You know the thing set, you see me? Like, but boom, let's not waste no time, yeah. My thing started. So we're gonna get this, yeah. Maori documentary, meet the Maoris. Cool rules, grab that. Swing that. Jeez. Ooh, step. You see them steps there, fam? You see the way man took the steps, fam? Man, like man said, you know, like man just took the foot. Look at it again, fam. You know them creeping steps, just sliding in there, fam. Matting. Grab the thing. Grab the leaf, rude boy. Shake the blood clot leaf. Are you dumb? What, you dumb? You wanna come to my bits, fam? There's a leaf here, rude boy. What you mean? What? Smoke, blood. What? What? So do to you, bro. Sorry, let me take it in. Sorry, I'm being a prick. I'm sorry. You know, like that. Come on. I said, Shit. Where's that, fam? Where is that? Oh, things like these, yeah, just irks me, fam. I feel mad drawn, bruv. I feel so drawn when I see shit like this, fam. I swear to God, man.
Heao te aroa. It's land through a long white cloud.
Ooh, land through a long white cloud, yeah? Okay.
Māori come from a place called Hawaii, a homeland to the northeast of here. And it's where our first descendant by the name of Kupe came from.
Kupe. Hawaii and Kupe.
First descendant of Hawaii, a homeland to the northeast of here. And it's where our first descendant by the name of Kupe came from.
Kupe-san.
When Kupe and his entourage or his people arrived, they saw this grassy land or hills popping out through.
Yo, imagine that, yo. Because when I think these Aboriginals done, isn't it, yeah, it's like they was living a mad thing. Imagine, yeah, you just pull up to a strip, to a landing, innit, yeah, and no one lives there, bro. It's just a fucking island, fam. Mad thing, fam. Mad. Shit.
What looked like a long white cloud, Aotearoa. So that's the very first name.
Aotearoa.
Looked like a long white cloud.
Long white, okay, Aotearoa. It's a long white cloud. Jeez, how does he mean a long white cloud?
And or hills popping out through
hold on, sorry, I'm eating.
Wind from. When Kupe and his entourage or his people arrived, they saw this grassy land or hills popping out through what looked like a long white cloud, Aotearoa. So that's the very first name of New Zealand.
Aotearoa. Jeez! Fuck off. Kia ora! Hey, kia ora, all my Māoris, get me, come on.
We are Leekie op reis. That's Dutch for Leon and Kirsten on travel.
Excuse me.
We travel the world to capture beautiful destinations and extraordinary cultures.
Okay. They're having a great time.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit our travel blog, madefortravelers.com.
Yes, mommy, okay. Say less. Yeah, in the middle of the street. Are you dumb? In the middle of the day, yeah? On a roundabout, man, I just doing haka, bruv. Hey, listen, I'll hop out my whip, fam. You see me? Get me, catch a 1-2 energy, slide back in the whip and go off to work, fam. You know, like that. You know, them drive-by hackers, bro. You get me? You dumb, Imagine the drive-by thing. Bear man hop out the whip, bust a 1-2 hacker and hop back in the whip and imagine. Hey. Hey. Come on. Huh? Huh? Okay. Hey. What? Hey! Allah! Shut up,
is a dance of a noble people.
Shut up,
Haka is, again, an identity of Māori. There are many different types of haka. There's the expressive haka, which displays anger about.
Don't fucking gas me, fam. Don't fucking piss me off, bro.
The subject that we're doing the haka about. There's also other haka which talk about the histories of the land, histories of different ancestors, battles of different ancestors, and haka is an expressive way for Māori to be able to tell their story and let it all out.
I think that the spiritual trip at this moment is not necessarily a cave in the Himalayas.
Yes,
but
Daddy.
Today has become a brand almost. Before it only identified to Māori, but now it identifies to New Zealand.
Hey! Shit.
Beauty of haka is that you can design it specifically so that it suits you and where you are. And through a massive brand like the All Blacks, other teams have picked it up, and then, you know, schools and kindergartens, and what that's led on to.
No, man said kindergartens. Man said it proper. Kindergartens. Tense.
And then, you know, schools and kindergartens, and what that's led on to is a learning of the language.
Yeah.
1 or 2 words at a time. And now most people would be able to translate the haka word for word. And they might know another haka or their school haka, and that's more learning that goes with it. And so, because of the beauty of haka and everybody wanting to be a part of it, I think that has helped to integrate it into New Zealand society.
Man, that's mad. Hey, large up the Maoris, bro, car. You lot do it. Like, the haka is a world. I feel like it's a worldwide thing now. Do you get me in it, yeah? And I don't know, just from the nature of it, fam, do you get me? It just connects, bruv. Do you get me in it? Yeah. So large up all the Māoris in it, yeah, for bringing that to our humanity. Do you know, like that, fam? You get me? Hey, yeah.
So the haka, to me, it means a part of my cultural identity. It is a part of my customs, my traditions, and it was an important ceremonial dance that was passed down from my ancestors, and we still practice it today. This is what I love.
Take man to haka classes, bro. Take me to.
I love being able to show my culture off to the world. It's the only job in the world where you get to poke your tongue out at your customers and you get paid for it.
It's to do.
Very, very proud actually to be able to show our culture to the world.
That's
and
lit.
people like yourself embrace it.
Yeah.
They embrace our culture and they love it.
And do you think you
That's
can
amazing,
do this
bro.
like your entire life?
I'll keep on doing it as long as I can, as long as I can stamp my feet and do the haka.
Jeez. Say less, my brother. Hey.
This is the Waitangi Treaty Grounds, New Zealand's most historic place. This is where on the 6th of February 1840 a treaty document was signed between the Māori people, my ancestors, and the British representatives.
Yeah.
We were the minority when these brash young European or British sailors were coming in after spending years out on sea and then coming into our countries. They mistreated our people, they mistreated our women, they mistreated our children, they murdered our men, they murdered our kids for no reason, no reason whatsoever other than
on smoke, fam. On smoky smoke, fam. Mad.
they felt that they had the superiority over us. We fought to the bitter end, and it was because
That's what it is.
of
It's mad because historically, more times in lots of places in the world, it was just that, yeah, they just thought they were just superior, fam. You get me? And just started conquering niggas, fam. You get me? It's all mad.
the vision of our many prophets, our many visionaries that we had pre-1840 that foresaw this happening was the very reason that they wanted this treaty document. This treaty document came about as a request from Māori so that we were able to move forward as one people, as one nation.
Jeez. Whoa, look at the material of what she wearing, fam. That's some, you know, them organic furs, fam. You get me? That looks mad, fam. That looks comfortable as hell. I swear. Ooh. Listen, on a cold night, yeah, just wrap yourself around one of them, fam. You get me? You know, you got the fur, fam. The fur there, fam. That's a blanket and a dress. All in one. All in one. Get yours now. Buy one, get one free. Bang, 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 bang. You see me? Yeah. I'd like to train you one of those. That looks cool, lads. Yeah. A spear. The spear would be interesting to train in, right? Yeah. This makes me want to go hiking, bro. What the flip? What the flip? I live for stuff like this. I'm not gonna lie, fam. I live for stuff like this in my physical experience, fam. In my physical, bro. Like I need to go traveling, bro.
Tāmoko it's an identity print of our people. It tells the history, the genealogies, and the stories of you as an individual who wears the tāmoko. In short, it is a tattoo, but it tells your whole story because prior to the pen and paper, our body was the paper, the ink was the pen.
The reason the old people had moko was to identify who they were. It was to also identify what they did, where their standing in their tribe was, status, you know, things like that. And that's what it's still about. And it's still about identity. The main part of it is all about identity. The client will come in, we'll have a conversation, and from that conversation, and then look into our, you know, in our mind, because in our mind we have all the designs, and then we utilize the right design to get that story sort of understood on the skin. We do not draw the design before the client comes. For us, it's best that it comes directly after the conversation because that's when you're at your freshest. That's what makes it so unique. Like today, I had an idea in mind, but then as soon as I saw her back, it changed just like that, and it looks totally different to what I was initially do.
Jeez.
And
the old days, they utilised the bone chisel. The chisel was actually, you know, kept on the face to split the skin, like cut the skin.
Man.
And if we take a look behind me, on this photograph here, this is one of our Māori kings. His name was Tāwhiao. And if you can see, like, incisions were made on the skin.
Word.
So you can actually see it was cut.
Word.
Whereas on my face, the lines are like drawn, eh?
Oh shit, what the fuck? Yo, it was actually, they were splitting the skin, fam. So all of that is actually in his skin, bro. Imagine my man's one was as well. I get it, that adds a whole different feel to it. Obviously, the ink one still looks sick, do you get me? But to have your skin, yo, that's mad, fam. That's mad. That's mad, bro. Mad.
But these guys did it the hard way.
Hardcore. Jeez. Them man were on crud, fam. You know them man were on crud, fam. All fucking Aboriginals, everyone, bruv, on flipping crud, fam. Do you get me? Them man are hard guys, fam. Do you get me? You know, like that. Shit, boy.
British wanted Māori to cede all of our rights and our sovereignty and ownership over to the British.
How cheeky, bruv. How cheeky. Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, they just come here, you bow down to us. Hey, the British are on the mad thing, fam.
Henry Williams, who translated the document from English into the native tongue, Te Reo Māori, knew full well that Māori would never ever agree to those terms as set out in the English document. He translated it in a way whereby Māori would understand and whereby Māori would agree to the terms as set out in the Māori document. From 1840 to today, in fact, it has always been a contentious point of discussion.
I want some of this, I want some of that type of training, fam. Don't piss me off, bro.
We arrived here from the Pacific, and in the Pacific they practice tatau or tattooing. So we would have brought those skills here, and then our designs changed as we arrived here because of our environment.
So the design of my tattoo is based on my iwi, so the awa, so the Wanganui awa, and the design is like the ropes.
Still, bro, I'm just thinking of how these men were actually doing it back in the day and actually splitting their skin, fam. That shit is a Mazzolini, fam. I was saying before that I wanted it to tower, but boy, man said they're gonna split my skin. What? Nigga, pack the fuck up, nigga. Fuck up, nigga. It's not like that, fam. We're not actually deep it, fam. Because people are saying it was painful. People were saying it was painful, but obviously I didn't. Now I kind of get the context of where it's coming from, all the direction that it's going. You get me? What them niggas is trying to do? They trying to kill your ass, nigga. No, I'm joking. Nah, but it's mad. It's mad.
The ties coming into the rope that tie all the different iwi down the river together.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So did you know when you came in here this morning how it would look like, or?
Not exactly, no. I gave him free will to do what he wanted to do, yeah. I trust in his designs.
And you're very happy with it?
Yeah, I love it, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
So you're Maori as well?
Yes.
Are you 100%? How does it work?
I'm not sure on percentages, but my whakapapa tells the story. So my mother is Pākehā, or English, and my father is Māori, and through him we go up. So yeah, of Te Aotearoa, Tūwharetoa, and Te Ati Haunui a Paparangi iwi. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I have no idea what she said there. What the hell?
Paparangi. Te Aotearoa, Tūwharetoa, and Te Ati Haunui a Paparangi iwi. So.
Okay.
Te Ati a Paparangi. I was like, what?
Okay. Yeah. Cool. So not everyone can get a tattoo as you have because you're part of the tribe. So it's not. Can I get a similar tattoo?
You can get similar tattoo to mine.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. See my man's face in the corner, fam, bro. Just mad capsulating, fam. Man's just there, just staunch, fam. Man's just staunch, fam. Just for the picture. Man say I'm not even smiling today. Man say, bam. Get me? Like it's like you can see all this man's stress. all the lines in his head back, fam. You get me? You can see everything man's going through at the time there, fam. Mad thing. That's a mad picture, fam. You know, like that.
Understanding, but it's called kuritahi, I think. So it's the same sort of design and things, but not with the whakapapa, but your own story.
Yeah.
People that are outside of my tribe, they'll just see me as a mukud face, but my tribe knows what it means because I've explained it to them. And it's about my guardian, it's about a spiritual guardian, because we're big believers on that stuff, that we have tribal spiritual guardians, and that's what mine represents. Nature is our everything. And when I talk nature, I talk the whenua, the lands, I talk the rako, the trees, the ngāhere, the forests, I talk the moana, I talk everything within the moana. That is our nature, that is our world.
Yeah, do you know what, yeah, if I'm honest with you, I feel like in it, yeah, in understanding myself, I feel like I am an earth man, fam, you get me? I am a man of earth, fam, you get me? Of what's natural to this earth, fam, and what's this kind of shit, fam, do you get me? Like, all of this city stuff and all of this hype and all of that. It's just gas, bro. It's just really and truly gas, bro, and really and truly doesn't interest me that tough. You get me? I want to be powered by nature, you know, like that, fam. Powered by the universe, bro. You know, like that. You know, we start getting them connections there, fam. Man.
Everything has a life force. Everything has a heartbeat to Māori, and we treat it with such respect. And that is our cultural upbringing. That is our upbringing, and it's a part of our tikanga, our practices of we as Māori, to be respectful to everything around us. Swimming in our awa or our river, knowing that we're swimming in the ancestral waters that our ancestors also swam in. Wairua, that spirituality of our ancestor, also cleanses us.
I love that spirituality as well, to be fair. That's man, I don't know, something just clicked there for me. Do you get me? And how, man, I always saying our ancestors are watching us and all of that. Because really and truly, on the other side, no one really talks about, I guess even in Christianity and all of that kind of stuff, no one really talks about being powered by their ancestors. Do you get me? It's more, the spirituality is a bit different. Do you get me? Whereas, so on this side, I find more of the ancestral talk, you get me? And then being powered by, because really and truly, we are all linked in a just chain of creation, innit? You are your dad's son, who's his dad's son, and so there's bare people in your chain of existence, yeah, that have led up to you and who you are right now, fam. Do you get me? So I guess that power would be going somewhere, fam. Do you get me? So I guess you are powered by your ancestors to an extent. But I love that form of spirituality anyway. So I think that's mad cool, fam. And it is. I don't know. It's just, yeah, it feels real. Do you get me? But yeah, man.
It cleanses us physically, it cleanses us mentally, and it also cleanses us spiritually.
Exactly. Jeez. Yeah.
Te reo is the language, simply translated. It's the language of our people. If our language dies, our people die. Our culture dies.
Without language, we don't have an identity, I believe. You know, everybody has an identity as a Kiwi with the English language, because that's what we're known for, apart from haka. But as Māori within our own country, we need that.
Te reo goes way back to Hawaii. Te reo was kept alive through the traditional types of songs that we sang. Haka. We told our stories and histories and genealogies through our whakairo, through our carvings and our meeting houses. And so that's how we communicated with one another.
It was our missionary brothers and sisters that come over, you know, from Great Britain, from Europe, and started to record the language on paper through the diligence of people like Williams and other dictionary writers, hopefully with the help of Māori, that they recorded as many words as they could, and that's how it became a
hold on.
You know, from Great Britain, from Europe, and started to record the language on paper through the diligence of people like Williams and other dictionary writers, hopefully with the help of Māori, that they recorded as many words as they could, and that's how it became a written language.
And they used the alphabet of the English language to write the Maori language.
That's correct, yes.
Oh. Oh shit, I see, that's it. That's jarring to me, bro. Imagine, innit, yeah, so here's what I got from that, innit, yeah, is that obviously the Māori had a language, but obviously it hadn't been ever written down before. Do you get me? So these men are now coming to actually translate a language, fam, which has been spoken and known to the community of people, fam. Do you get me? Of just bare people, but never actually been written down, fam. Do you get me? So now they're now coming to go write it down, and they use the English letters to create their language, fam. That's mad, fam. That's mad. But that's cool as fuck, though. That's cool as fuck. I like the idea of transferring a language already spoken but not written down onto paper, fam. Do you get me? And then actually categorizing it as this language. That's mad. Interesting, man. Interesting.
My grandparents were a part of that forbidden generation that weren't allowed to speak the language, and that came down to ignorance from the non-Māori that were around at the time, who felt threatened by the language because they couldn't understand what our people were saying. They tried to outlaw. In fact, they did. They passed a law that forbid Māori to speak.
Dickhead. Are you fucking stupid? You're gonna come to a man's country, yeah, and then try to tell me that man can't speak my country, my language in my country, bro. Man, fuck off, rude boy. You know, like that, fam. Do one, mate. Do one. Oh, I've got a number here for you to call. Yeah, 0121. Do one, you little knobhead. You know, like that, fam. Cheeky, man. Cheeky. I don't know. I get everything that's going on, but it's just manners to an extent, fam. You know, like that, fam. You gotta respect other people's thing, fam, man. It sounds like they're cancelling a whole fucking language, bruv, just because they felt some type of way about not understanding what they were saying, fam. Like, shut up your mouth. All you want to understand, go back to where you came from. You know them ones. You know them bars. Go back to where you came from, eh? How about that, mate? Go back to where you came from. That's banter, fam. You know, they're always telling man to go back to where you came from, mate. Well, why don't you go back to where you came from, mate? Fucking hell, son. Fucking hell.
Their native tongue. And if they did speak the native tongue, they were strapped for speaking the language. Because of that ignorance, it caused the whole language to miss an entire generation, which was my parents' generation.
Oh, words.
But in the past, you know, I'd say...
it missed the whole generation. That is cheeky, bro. That is cheeky. That would upset me, fam. I'm not gonna lie, fam. It will upset me if I don't pass my native. Even though I'm not that... I can't speak my native language in it yet fluently right now. I'll feel some type of way about not passing that on to my children, fam. Do you get me? Because, like I said, it's an ancestral thing, fam. Do you get me? Like, the powers them are flowing, fam. You have to keep the gates open, fam. You know, like that, fam. You know, like that. So yeah, man, for it to skip a whole generation, bruv, I'd be upset, bro. I'd be upset.
20 years, a lot of work has been done to revive.
Yeah, I was about to say, a lot of work's gonna have to go into reviving that, but they've done it, fam. I fucking rate that.
The real. We've got universities now providing Māori language courses to help with the revival of Te Reo Māori.
Things Māori were pushed down then, now they're re-emerging, but they're re-emerging with not only help, they're re-emerging with funding, and they're re-emerging with love, because our politicians can look back and say, okay, that was wrong, we can't fix it from then, but what can we do for now to help and enhance this person's educational experience and to help them get on their way and to learn what they need to learn.
Yeah.
You know, the acceptance of Te Reo Māori is starting to broaden, starting to widen around our country, and that's very, very encouraging, I think.
It's good to hear that.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, burger yaro. You know, yeah, seeing all of this sometimes just reminds me of how good a simple life can be, fam. Do you get me? Car over here, fam, I feel like we're all trying to make freaking crazy lives of ourselves, man. We'll just do some crazy stuff in our lives and just get more and do more and be more and all of this kind of stuff. But this just reminds me of just how simple life can be, fam, and how enjoyable a simple life can be, fam. Do you get me, Carl? I think we do a great job of just overcomplicating it for ourselves sometimes, fam. Do you get me? But that's as a result of all the stuff that we're doing and all of that kind of stuff. Do you get me? But it's good to have stuff like this, though, man. Do you get me? That's why I actually love seeing this kind of shit, fam. But it just reminds me of the other side, like that. You get me? Waters.
If I see your Māori heart, you might get a facial tattoo.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Shit, yo, that was amazing, fam. That was dope. That was great, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I love learning this stuff, fam. I actually genuinely love learning this stuff, fam. And just watching and just, because I feel like, especially through video, fam, I feel like I can actually feel it, fam. Do you get me? And I can make sense of a lot of shit. Do you get me? And gain a wider and further in-depth perception. Perception was a perception. Yeah, perception of just culture, man. Do you get me? And all this stuff, bro. So actually, yeah, man, this is dope. But boom, yo, that was interesting, bro. But that's it for this one, yeah. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, yeah. Bang the like button, bang the subscribe button, yeah. Join the gang, join the family. United Team set, you get me? Myself, the boy, the kid who wanted to done. Your mom's favorite song. Say hello, auntie. How are you today? Are you okay? Okay. Right up today, feeling check my energies off the hizzle, baby. Hey, listen, I want to see you guys on the next video, yeah? Bless.